Alright, this is Scott again out in Queensbury. We're doing a review. This is the Cat brand Diecast Master wheel loader. It's 18 by 9. It's 2.5 pounds. It's the catalog number Cat 950M is the style, and the model number is the 25003 is the model number. Bought on Amazon. Like I say, it was right around with the tax, $120. Like I say, I'm not really sure if I'm going to send it back yet or whatever. I really wish I looked at the reviews a little better. The reviews were supposed to be really good on this thing, but overall, it just gets stuck extremely easy. I added some rubber bands to the tires, which was really easy. Just keep putting them over the tire to get a little better traction for it. It seems to make a night difference. I might think about putting weight plates on the back to give it a little better traction. But for indoor use, you probably don't have to worry about it as much. But if you're trying to do it outdoors to try to do something, I did a test on the bucket to see how much it loads, because this is like the 5th loader that I've actually purchased. And every time I buy a loader or whatever, you can't put any weight in the bucket. It just can't pick it up, whatever. This one here doesn't really seem to have that much of a problem, other than you just don't have the traction that you really should have. But you can pick up just about 1 pound of content in the bucket and be able to lift it. But it gets stuck really easy. Probably a little more, you put some weight on it, that might make a night and day difference on there. And you know, the other thing that's different on this thing here is the bucket. Watch this. That's all the way up. That's all the way down. You can't put any extra tip inside the bucket here or whatever. It is what it is. And just as you start to go up, it starts to tip down. It's really, this should actually be up a little higher so stuff comes out of the bucket a little easier, and it really doesn't. I don't know why is it with some of these models, whatever, and all these units or whatever, they just don't go up high enough. It just can't, the bucket doesn't tip back enough to be able to travel with any of the content in the bucket to be able to load your truck. So it makes this low to that as a 16 scale legacy truck over there or whatever. And normally with something like this, you should be able to, I have another loader that I use, a skid steer, and it works ground level. It can load that truck with no problem at all. It's but for this, to be able to use this loader on that truck, whatever, you got to put a ramp on it to be able to make the bucket, to be able to drop it in there, because this bucket doesn't go up high enough to make the truck. So that's one thing you got to look at doing this. But overall, it's got good sound effects. Here's the controller on it. The top buttons work. They go up and down with it. These bottom buttons do nothing. This goes back and forth. This steers right to left. And you got the button for sound effects. You shut the sound effects off or on is what you got. And these buttons right here, they don't work. They don't do nothing, so I don't know. And then I guess you got a demonstration model, whatever. But overall, it's just a basic, very basic controllers. Half the things don't work on it. It's just there for looks, whatever. But overall, if you put rubber bands on the tires to make it have better traction, and if you maybe compact the dirt, or maybe put some get some of that outdoor grass or something to be able to do, you know, where you travel with this thing, to get the little better traction, it'd probably be a good thing to do it. But overall, if you really want to buy, and this thing's only 2.5 pounds. Another one that I'm looking at is made by Volva. It's a $300 investment. It's 10 pounds, and you can put up to 7 pounds of content in the front of the bucket, and it'll lift it. This here is just around 1 pound is what it'll lift. Other ones I had wouldn't even do half a pound, whatever, on the other reviews on the other loaders that I demonstrated in. But overall, this is the Cat brand. And the one other thing that they should have done with this should have definitely been a 4-wheel drive unit. Not being a 4-wheel drive unit, it makes a night and day difference. Not having the power. Let me see if it has power right here to push those rocks, as long as I get the traction. Drop it down a little bit. See, if you had the traction, it seems like it's got pretty good power for pushing it, but it's lacking traction. You know what I mean? So, yeah, overall, I would say 4 out of 5 stars, other than the things that we discussed on it. Put the rubber band on the tires, and you got to use a ramp to be able to load the truck. Those are the downfalls. And one thing I got to keep in mind, too, right out of the box, when I first got it and I couldn't use it, the battery was defective. It's a 7.4 battery. I tried charging it for several hours, whatever, 5-6 hours. Either the charger or the battery was defective. I actually ended up cutting the end off and putting it on another battery of a 7.4 and putting it on this thing so I can try it, because it said it would be another 10 days to be able to get this cat because it was on backwater. So I had to put another battery in it, whatever, which that's about the size of the battery you can put on it. Not much bigger. It's like 2.5 by 1.5 inch battery, which is a 7.4. Whatever, but subscribe to my channel. This is Scott again with One Man Review. There'll be further updates on this, and I'll make some other videos on this, whatever, in the upcoming days. Have a good day. Bye-bye.